Coming to you from blah blah blah. Fuck. You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I quit. I'm done. I'm gonna quit this fucking podcast. I'm out. I'm never gonna show up to this podcast ever again. Riely, I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not fucking this shit up anymore. I can't do it. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me insane. I can't do this anymore. This is my intro. Welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm mad that I screwed my little bit up, but now I'm mad. Now I'm fucking mad that I screwed my intro up. Welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm Alex.
Hey, everybody.
I'm mad. I had a great little fucking bit. I typed it out, and I stumbled on my words right off the bat.
Wait. Was that not... I thought this was the bit.
No! This is not the bit!
The way you flowed into it so naturally, you made it sound like this was the bit. And that, with that being my assumption, it was really funny.
No! This wasn't the bit! The bit was gonna say, coming to you live from the two memeiest places in the United States, it's Detour Ahead, and I was gonna scream.
You also, what you were saying sounded like a lot like the rants Maddox would go on. So I thought that was intentional, and you were doing like this whole bit.
No, I was trying to mock coming to you live from the City of Failure opening.
But you exactly sounded like those Maddox rants. Like whenever somebody would like make fun of him, he'd be like, "Sean, delete this episode, delete Dick's track." Like you remember you sounded exactly like that.
No, I was trying to imitate the opening from the Dick Show without actually doing it, which is why Penguin, delete this episode. Get it out of here.
Penguin, delete the. Is Penguin our audio engineer?
No, I'm the audio engineer at this point.
The what?
No, it would be you because you edit. If you ever wanted to actually edit the instead of just getting rid of blank sound, you know what I mean? If we wanted to put intros in and stuff.
Oh well, I would do that. We just have to find a good song or whatever.
That's what I've been trying to find, but I can't find anything that really resonates with this type of podcast that we do. So
I feel like it should just be Yakety Sax as our intro.
Fucking Spanish Flea. Oh, man.
No, Spanish Flea would be the outro.
Fair.
Yakety Sax is the intro, Spanish Flea is the outro. We did it!
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Anyway, welcome to Detour Ahead, everybody.
Now I have to do it this episode as a bit. I have to remember to do this now. I probably won't, because I am extremely high right now. So whatever information is exchanged tonight might not be in my head by the time the morning comes.
Well, we have a beautiful thing called an audio recording. So it's fair. Just listen to the podcast.
I don't listen to it, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is no intro or outro on this episode, you know who fucked up.
Just click add a note on Craig and put Yakety Sax, and I'll remember.
No, it's fine.
What do you mean? Why not?
I don't want to switch up the intros. I want to find something good.
You don't want to do it once for the bit?
Nah, okay. Fuck the bit.
Okay.
No more bits. No more bits on this podcast. It's done. It's over.
I want to do...
We're doing a Bible verse podcast today.
We got to put on Halo music. That was the bit.
That would work, because I was just going to read a passage from the Men Are Better Than Women, the book.
Oh, that's great. I legitimately... Me and Mo and Kathy do a bi-weekly movie review podcast. And there was at one point, I don't remember what episode it was. I think maybe it was our episode on Paul Blart Mall Cop. It was one of the ones we've done. I don't fucking know. But we discussed the idea of Kathy doing a Bible audiobook over Halo soundtrack, and I don't think either of them were serious, but I really want that to be real and be on the Issue Crew YouTube channel. I really want the Kathy audiobook with Halo OST backing track for the Bible.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't do it. I'm not going on another Catholic rant again.
I thought you were about to say Kathy. Kathy rant.
Catholic. I'm not going on a church rant. I've heard enough of the Bible.
Yeah, that's understandable for sure. I have no interest in the actual text of the Bible. I just think it would be.
Oh, they got a lot of cool like stories,
I mean,
cool
yeah,
little
the Prince of
parables
Egypt
and
was a
stories
great
and
movie,
shit.
and that was based on a Bible story. I never said the Bible was a bad work of fiction.
It's a great work of fiction. But
What even is? I don't think I remember anything in the Bible besides
there's a
like the
dude
things
named
that people quote
Jesus.
all the time. Like, yeah, I know the general story. Like the dude named Jesus is born in the manger. Fucking
Okay, are you
Christmas.
talking? What part of the Bible are you talking about? Are you talking about the Jew Bible or the Catholic Bible?
Catholic Bible.
So you're talking New Testament. Okay.
I was raised Catholic, and I went to Catholic church and was read the Catholic Bible, but I don't remember most of it.
Well, you were read from the Old and New Testament, but like the Jews don't recognize the New Testament at all. They just follow up until the old one ends, and they're like, "Well, what's this New Testament you speak of?"
The fuck is a New Testament? There's only one Testament, the true Testament.
Look, I don't want to go on a religion rant because Penguin's not here, but Penguin didn't want to rant with us last a couple weeks ago. So
Hmm.
was that a couple? That was 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
I don't know. If this is Penguin Mage yelling at me, can I hit stop record? She can. I hope she doesn't.
Why would she be yelling at you?
Because like they wanted me in a voice chat earlier, and I was not able to make that happen.
I mean, Penguin wanted me to play Unite with her, but I also forgot about the podcast. So, had you not said anything, both of us would have been doing something we both wanted to do.
Perhaps I should have just employed my classic technique of saying nothing and just hoping it
Hashtag,
blows over.
hashtag fake sleep, buddy. Hashtag
That's what
fake
I
sleep.
did. I remember there was one week where I really didn't want to do the MoCast, but at the same time, like I did not want to go into the chat and cancel the MoCast. And in my mind, I'm like, usually I have to remind everyone. So if I just don't say anything, maybe they won't remember and everything will be fine. And then that's exactly what happens.
That is fair. We're gonna get another. I'm gonna get a guest. Well, I'm going to attempt to for the week after I get back from my little expose.
Oh?
Um, what come what am I doing next week? Why are we recording early?
I don't fucking know. Alex, don't fuck with
Make
me like
something up.
that.
Make something up. Add to the lore. What am I doing next week that I have to leave for the weekend?
You're going on a trip to Japan.
My Japan trip.
Yes, Alex's Japan trip. She's going to Japan. She's gonna meet all of her favorite Japanese mangakas at a manga convention. She's going to the manga convention to meet all the mangakas in Japan. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, sure. I thought you were gonna go like the ass farming route or something like that.
You see, I considered that, and I'm like, no, that's too easy, and we need to stop making biggest problem jokes so much. So
I don't care at this point. This is our podcast. I don't care.
yes, but I feel like Detour Head has struggled as of late to be a fully consumable by anyone at any time product as it has been successful in being in the past. And that is due to incessant biggest problem in the universe inside jokes that nobody understands.
I mean, to be fair, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. We haven't been that bad though. We haven't been that bad.
Maybe I'm just being overly critical of myself. That's very possible, but it feels like it's been a lot.
I get it. Um, so what have you been up to this week? What have you been doing since last time we recorded?
You always ask me this question, and the answer is always like nothing
Well,
different
maybe
ever.
you cried at a bar like last time. All
That's
right.
true. There was one time where I did cry at a
I have
bar.
to ask, or else I'm not going to get the juicy little crying at a bar story.
I heard the horrified screams of somebody who thought they might die
See,
in
that's
person.
interesting. What happened?
So I
It
was
was
actually,
someone potentially dying.
there wasn't really like a potential death, but like I think this person feared it that way. Somebody got stuck in the elevator at work, and they just
Oh,
like this just like horrified blood curdling screams. I imagine the person was like claustrophobic or something because she was freaked the fuck out. And like I was like on the other side of the floor, and I could hear like the muffled screams and then the fucking like elevator alarm, and I was like, holy shit. This is horrifying.
I don't know why this is so funny, but it's kind of entertaining.
It's just like wow. I've never. You've
Have you ever?
never. You never hear like the screams of somebody who thinks their life might be in danger in person, and then you do, and it's like
I don't
wow.
think I've ever heard life-threatening screams in my life. I think the closest I've ever come to hearing life-threatening screams is my mom when she finds a spider, or the noise my phone makes when a child gets kidnapped in my area. The Amber Alert sound that the phones make. You know what I'm talking about? Look, it was a joke. All right.
Oh,
Anyway,
sorry, I was muted. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Anyway, have you ever been stuck in like a small place that you couldn't get out? Like
No,
elevator, staircase, anything?
I
Railings?
don't think so. I'm trying to think of maybe if there was something, but I can't. Did I get trapped in my laundry room once? I think I got trapped in my laundry room once, but not for like a long time.
Bro, okay. So, look, I fucking hate elevators because I don't trust them because
Yeah.
all elevators seem like archaic technology, like putting stone wheels on a car. Like it doesn't make any sense that no elevator has been updated since like the 1920s or whenever they were fucking
By
invented.
all known laws of aviation, an elevator should be able to fly.
Look, my brain knows how they work. However, I press the button, it go up. I press the other button, it go down. I get it. But at the same time, the minute those doors shut, I'm like, if you don't make a noise, if you don't do anything, there was one elevator that I refuse to take, and it's in my friend's apartment. That bitch is silent. It doesn't make any noise. And it's so nerve wracking. It is so terrible and is so deafeningly silent. This elevator does not make a single sound when moving. The only way you can tell you're moving is by looking at the lights and seeing it go from 3 to 2 to 1 to lobby. And that is it. That's the only reason you know it's working, is you see the lights change. And it's so nerve-wracking because if those lights go out, you have no idea what you're doing or what's going on until that elevator door opens.
Sheesh, I didn't know you felt so strongly about elevators. My
Dude, I fucking
God.
hate elevators. I'm not claustrophobic. Like if I get stuck, I'm probably gonna be fine.
I
It's
feel like I
just
would be
like,
completely calm and rational if I was stuck in an elevator. That's like the least threatening situation you could be in because there is a button that makes a bell noise that will alert nearby people to your presence. You
bro,
just
have you
have to
ever pressed
press
that
it.
button? Have you ever pressed the button?
I have not pressed it, but I heard the bells from the chick who got stuck pressing it from like the other side of the building. So it was pretty effective.
Look, me and my friends back in like high school, I don't know. Me and a couple friends, we were fucking around in this one elevator and we were pressing the buttons and some management dude came up. He's like, "Hey, is everything okay?" We're like, yeah. We thought the elevator wasn't working, so we pressed the button." He's like, "Yep, don't do that."
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like,
It's funny how the
don't
door
fuck around with the elevators.
the funniest thing about the
So,
elevators is that the door close button is fake.
oh,
Like, why
100%
is it
fake.
there? Why did they put that there? Because it doesn't work. You press door close and literally nothing happens. There's nothing you can do to make that door close faster than it's gonna close. It's impossible. But they dedicated a whole button to it just to taunt you. Just to be like, imagine if you could make this door close quicker using this button. Wouldn't that be cool? Get fucked. Fuck you.
Look, the elevator, but look, it's dude, I fucking hate fuck elevators. I'm gonna write a book. Fuck
Fuck
elevators.
elevators.
Fuck elevators. No, I'm not gonna write a book. Writing a book is too hard. I can barely write a script,
I would
let
love
alone
to
a
write a
whole
book.
book.
I do have like the writer's spirit in me, but it's only been flourished through like fucking fan fiction that I wrote when I was 14. So like I need to broaden my horizons a little bit. I struggle to think of really good original ideas that I can like actually flourish a universe for. That's hard.
It
But
is
like
hard.
I still I still, from time to time, will foray into the world of writing fan fiction. I know none of it has been released publicly since I was like 14, but I will still do it in the privacy of my own home. And I've talked lightly about the Discord roleplay servers I'm in. I try to keep that part of my life mostly separate from the content part because it's really cringe and embarrassing. But I also like to be a very honest person, and I don't like keeping secrets. So every once in a while, usually when it's brought up by fucking Crow Royalty or Jack that can't keep their mouth shut, I will occasionally discuss my time spent on Discord role playing in Power Rangers universes. Listen, it's like Dungeons and Dragons but with no dice, okay? It's totally normal. It's not
I'm not
weird.
judging you. I have no room to judge. Out of everybody you know, I have no room to judge.
That's fair.
Because if I judge you, you're gonna judge me.
I would never judge you, Alex.
Do I need to go do some quick on the spot editing of you saying you exude quote you exude enormous amounts of white girl energy? Do I need to go pull that from somewhere on the internet that you've
Oh,
definitely
I
said
did say
before?
that about you.
You
And I was
definitely
right,
did.
because you became a
That's
white
judgy.
girl.
That's judgy though. That's judging.
That's fair.
I did listen to Taylor Swift on the way, to be fair.
Yeah, that's I mean,
Her
I
new
listen to
album
Taylor
dropped.
Swift too.
She re-recorded and re-released her album Speak Now. It was great, and I love her, and she's amazing.
I feel like I've only ever heard like 6 Taylor Swift songs. I have a lot of Taylor Swift songs that are like in my playlist that are bangers. Fucking 22 is great, Blank Space is
Absolutely.
great.
Oh,
You
again.
Belong with Me. What else? Love Story, timeless
Yep.
classic. Fucking I feel like there's one I'm forgetting.
I
Shake
mean,
It Off. That's the one
there's
I'm
a lot that
forgetting.
you're forgetting, but
Well, I don't know a lot of them, but I knew there was one in particular that I was forgetting that I did know, and it was Shake It Off. But you know, Gingy is a live studio audience right now, and he's currently saying "ew" in the chat about Taylor Swift because he's a toxic masculine man, and he wouldn't be caught dead liking Taylor Swift. But I bet he does secretly. I bet it's like a Squidward Krabby Patty situation, where he's putting up this masculine persona to turn attention away, when in reality he's the biggest Swiftie ever to exist on this planet.
Gingy has been to multiple eras tour concerts.
Shinji has actually been to literally every Taylor Swift concert to ever happen.
Oh man. So heavy metal music stuff. All right.
Y'all
So
Swifty
I
bitches.
know we're not like actively engaging with the live studio audience here,
Yeah,
right?
we're doing it a little bit. I was about to say something, but
Okay. I only have one last question for our studio audience here. Feel free to chime in if you would like to. I don't care. We'll have to get you a mic, but
No, don't give him a mic. Text chat only.
Text chat only. It's the live chat. All right, fine. Uh, Gingy, live studio audience, Gingy. Have you heard of the band Mudvayne? Ooh.
Yes, he
Okay.
says. Okay.
Okay. So,
What the fuck is Mudvayne, Alex?
have you heard of Slipknot?
I've heard of Slipknot. I don't know if I've ever heard a
Yeah,
song
yeah.
by them.
It's like Slipknot. They wear like demon masks and shit, and they scream into the mics like lunatics.
Ah.
Me looking at the chat, waiting for Gingy to go on a rant about how I'm completely wrong. Anyway, so this is gonna completely dox me, right? This is gonna dox
Uh-oh.
the shit out of me, but I do not care. So on my route today
Tread
for
carefully. Nah, don't completely dox your location, Alex.
I don't care. All right, fine.
No,
Whatever.
no, no,
It's,
no, no,
it's too
no.
far. I'm too far. I've already asked the question. It doesn't matter. They were playing in concert on my route today, and I heard them, and it sounded like a bunch of screaming lunatics.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not enough information. I just wanted to know if Gingy has heard of them before.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to
Nobody's
make
gonna
sure.
come after me. I can fight. I just bought a new knife off Amazon today. I'm fine. I'm safe. It's rainbow and it's sharp.
Rainbow knife is pretty sick.
It's rainbow and it's sharp. I can protect myself. I'll be fine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not enough information for anybody to come after me. I'm not concerned about it. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I was just curious if Gingy has heard of them because they were playing in concert where I was delivering today.
Nice. Mudvayne is a very gross name.
Um, what were we talking about before we got on the Gingy rant?
Oh, who
Elevators.
fucking know? Oh, yeah, yeah, that is what it was.
Elevators. That's right. Um, so other than the death curdling screams of bro, speaking of elevator, did you ever see the one horror movie about the people in the elevator with the devil?
Definitely not.
It's creepy. It's so creepy. So one of them gets put like the one of them gets possessed by the devil in this elevator, and every time the lights go out, someone ends up like mauled to death, and it's just a group of like random. It's like Breakfast Club, but in an elevator, and the devil is killing people basically. So like opposite of what Breakfast Club was.
Okay, that's fair. Have you ever, were you a fan maybe when you were younger or currently, who knows, of the famous family hit sitcom Boy Meets World?
Are we back on Boy Meets World? We talked about this already.
When did we talk about Boy Meets World?
I guarantee you we've talked about this before with a guest.
We didn't do like an episode on Boy Meets
Not a
World
whole
before,
episode, but it's
but
definitely been brought up before, hasn't it?
okay, well
Or was
maybe
that
you're
not on
right.
the I don't know. Yes, I am
For our new
aware of.
listeners, I remember, but let for our old listener, our new listeners, have you seen Boy Meets World before?
Yes. No, I have
Okay.
not seen it. I've not seen it. I've heard of it. I know Disney rebooted it and did like a Girl Meets World with the daughter or something like that.
Yeah, that show. I don't know how I feel about that show. There's like two wolves in me about that show. Like I have a lot of problems with it, and I also have a lot of things I really like about it. But there's a Boy Meets World slasher film parody episode. And just talking about this fucking elevator murder movie made me think about it. And all I could think about is maybe the funniest joke in television history, where the first kill happens, and it's the kid in their class named Kenny, so they can make an "Oh my God, they killed Kenny" joke. But the more pressing joke, not the kid they killed Kenny joke. That's not the funny one. Is he was killed with a pencil shoved through his forehead. Right? They stabbed him through the forehead with a pencil, and he was against a wall. So he slid down the wall, and the pencil like made a mark as he slid down the wall. And then one of the Eric, the big brother or the main character, he says, "We'll always remember he was that tall."
A pencil through the forehead?
Yeah, like he was stabbed in the forehead with a pencil. There's no blood. It's not very gory. It's just like a
That's
shitty.
impressive. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really impressive.
We'll always remember he was that tall.
That's so dumb though. I don't know why I'm laughing. Fuck you. There was something else I wanted to bring up with this podcast, but I can't remember.
Who knows?
Um, but yeah, my little trip to Japan is coming up
Yep,
this weekend as of our
of
recording right
course.
now. So
Oh
that
well, I
should be
know this
fun.
weekend you have your like grandfather's birthday party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's tomorrow as of
Okay.
recording.
Your
Um
grandfather's birthday party in Japan at the manga convention.
no. That's a week after. So as of recording, Grandpa's B-Day party is tomorrow.
Okay, okay. Grandpa's
And
B-Day party is
then
tomorrow, and then
my
next
trip to
weekend
Japan,
is your trip to
my
Japan.
trip to Weebland is a week from tomorrow.
This lore is really fucking with my head.
Because we're talking about dates on the podcast. That's why. Also, you get too high to do the podcast.
I I don't really spend a lot of time sober anymore.
Do I have to do morning casts with you to get sober, Riley?
Oh, I smoke. I start smoking at like 6 a.m., Alex. It's not.
Then let's start fucking earlier, alright?
And the
Anyway.
funny thing about I'll stop. No more interactions with the live chat after this. But Gingy doesn't get it. And now he thinks you're actually going to Japan.
Gingy, it's an anime convention in Ohio. It's Weebland. The Weebland convention.
Fuck off.
It's the Weeb. I should have just let it go. I should have been like, yeah, I'm going to Japan.
Yeah, Japan, bro. Of course.
Because I definitely have money to go to Weebland.
I need to go somewhere. Do something.
Oh, since Gingy is here and he can hear our voices, real quick. So
Yeah.
the 8th anniversary of Dokkan happened like less than a month ago. Earlier
Yeah.
this month. Or yeah,
And I would like
earlier
to preface this with the fact that Gingy said he'd be quiet now, so whatever you say that's gonna like piss him off, he can't say anything because he said he's gonna be quiet now. I just wanna
I
establish
know.
that for the room before
I'm
Alex
well
continues.
aware. Gingy is already aware of where this is going. So of all the LR units that are on Dokkan right now, I am missing. Let me pull up the little screenshot. I'm missing 13 of them, and that's it. I'm missing 13 out of like the 120 or whatever. I'm sitting at like 102.
Holy
So,
shit.
dude, this 8th anniversary has given me 10 brand new LRs and it's great. Just because I keep summoning for free shit. I've not spent a dime on this game too, and it's great and it's amazing and I love it. I'm too far deep into this too, so when I get a new phone, it's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to transfer. I'm gonna have to figure out how to transfer data. But
Yeah.
no, I just wanna brag a little bit. Um, but yeah, I restarted Pokemon Go, by the way.
Yeah.
So I used my high school email, and then randomly they decided to, like in June, they decided to discontinue the use of my high school email. 11 years later.
That's really funny.
Yeah, so I lost access to my Pokemon Go account. So I restarted, and I've been grinding it out like every day.
It's really bullshit that you can't easier get your fucking hands on a fucking account that you lost. Like
Honestly,
I
honestly,
remember
I'm not
Gingy
even
had
that
an
upset
issue with
about it.
that. I know, and now you've had an issue with that. I feel like there should be a much easier process
Look,
to
to be
recovering an
completely honest,
account from a dead email.
I'm over it at this point. I restarted. I'm chilling. I'm mainly just playing for fun. I'm not like competitive.
I know I lost like all interest in Dokkan because I fucking lost my last account. Because
Well, you see,
I was
that's
stomping
what I'm
around my
afraid is
room
going to happen.
like a fat stupid idiot, fucking stomping around my room like a fucking ape, not paying any attention where I was going, just fucking slamming my feet down to the ground, and I just fucking absolutely crushed through my tablet like a fucking idiot. And I lost my fucking Dokkan account where I spent all this time fucking grinding and shit. I spent money on Dragon Stones, I'm pretty sure, trying to get that Super Vegeta card I really wanted, and I did get it, and now I don't have it anymore because I lost that save file because I fucking crushed through my tablet like a fucking monkey. I can't believe how fucking stupid I am, and I'm never gonna play Dokkan again because I've lost too many amazing accounts. I can't do it anymore.
Look, I will be honest. If I lose this Dokkan account, I'm going to be fucking devastated. I have 4 years worth of like the total login bonuses that I've got is almost to 1,200, or I think
Yeah.
it's well past 1,200. I think I'm sitting in like the fifth. I don't know. I don't remember what the total login bonus is, but I know it totals up to like 3-4 years worth of every day.
That's fair. I also just like I probably don't want to get back into Dokkan anyway. I think I just like don't want to be into mobile games. Like I've
I'm
always
not
had an issue
super
with it,
into
but I
mobile
had
games though. That's the
some
thing. It's only Dokkan and Pokemon Go.
yeah, like
And
I
Dokkan is basically just out of necessity at this point because it's like, well, I come home and I go log in, I get my shit, and then I hop off or something like that.
I've
So
had love
like,
affairs with a few games, like Dokkan obviously, Pokemon Go, Power Rangers Legacy Wars. But like at the end of the day, I just like if I'm gonna play a video game, I'll play a fucking video game. So I don't really want to get into those games. And also I think like freemium games, especially gotcha shit like Dokkan, like is just like legitimately a predatory business model. So like maybe I don't want to give my soul to the devil.
I don't know. I don't really see
Dragon
it
stones
as
are so fucking expensive. Holy shit,
I
dude.
don't see this as one of those gotcha games though. That's the thing. I don't see it as that. I've maybe put like $30 into this game total, and that's over the course of a few like 4 years. And lately, I've just been just doing all the free shit that you can do.
Fair.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I have no need to actually spend money on it, but
Yeah. I haven't spent a lot of money on it. I mean, I really haven't, but like I wish I could in a way that felt like it was worth it. But the dragon stones are just so unreasonably expensive. Like to get a multi summon, you need 50, and to buy 50 with your real money is like I don't know what the number is off the top of my head, but I know it's pretty fucking high.
right now, 32 and 18 is 50. It's going to cost you $17 for one summon basically.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, it's dumb.
If you could get I feel like it even makes sense in a lot of these games to make the microtransactions super cheap. Like if I could get like if it was like 10 like fucking $1 per 10, I would have probably spent like hundreds of dollars on this game cumulatively by now cuz that's how you get people. It's like, "Oh, it's so cheap." And then you keep buying it. That's so I think they should make 10 Dragonstones $1, 50 Dragonstones $5. I think this is the way for
Yeah,
Dokkan.
but then it just becomes pay to play basically. Like
That's
it
already
takes
what it is. What do you
well, it
mean?
takes the element of working towards things out. It doesn't give you a reason to go do any of the actual events that are going on.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait to play Dragon Ball Z games again until Budokai Tenkaichi 4 drops. Where's the news? I need more. I need to know what's happening with that. Show me gameplay. Show me anything. I need to know. confirm for me that it's gonna be on PS4 and Xbox One. Please. A bunch of shit still is, so there's hope, but we'll see.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I've just been big chilling lately.
Yeah.
Just big chilling, dude. Not much going on. I got my grandpa's birthday coming up tomorrow. I get to see a lot of family, which is gonna be cool. Um, I gotta start looking for a new apartment, but that's not until after my Weebland trip. So
Yeah, that's post we bland concerns.
post Weebland concerns, exactly. But not much else is going. I bought a new purse, by the way. I know you don't really give a shit, but it's a Sailor Moon purse because I have a black
Oh, that's
one for
awesome.
the huh?
I said, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have a black one and a white one, and it's supposed to be the cats from Sailor Moon, Luna and Artemis.
That's
So
really
that's
cool.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, I'm already excited because it's hanging up. It's fine. Cool. It's great. I love it. It's super cute, but like I know neither of you give a shit about that though. Um, like I said, I have family stuff going on, so I'm gonna play a little bit of Russian roulette tomorrow.
Okay.
So I have a bikini top and heels sitting on the back seat of my car, and I have a trans flag magnet on the trunk of my car. So I'm just gonna leave them there and see what happens, because I'm too lazy to go take them out. So you can imagine it's Russian roulette basically. It's just leave them there and see what happens. Just keep spinning that barrel until it shoots. No, I'm just too lazy at this point to really do anything about it. But I'm not. I don't know. It's a weird, not dichotomy. That's not the word I want to use because I don't know what that means. But it felt right to say in that sentence. I don't know.
See, you do it too.
I was
You
gonna say it's weird.
know.
What is dichotomy? All right, let me look this up. It's because that feels like the correct word to use in that sentence.
You always call me. I know you have these same feelings where a word feels
That
right.
was right. That was right. It's a weird dichotomy where I can't go to my family and tell them who I am. Yet I will actively put myself in situations where it's like, oh yeah, there's a bikini top and heels and a trans flag all over my car. Yet I still can't say anything. I just put myself in these situations where I'm just gonna get myself in trouble. And I'm gonna get people to look at me and question me. I
It's
think
gonna be like the
subconsciously,
stereotypical thing about the gay kid,
subconsciously,
where like everybody knew they were gay the whole time, and they're like shocked that that's true.
bro, I'm still shocked at the fact that my family, my parents, mi madre and mi padre, knew knew about my sexuality, which is bisexual, by the way, not split down the middle, by the way. They knew about this since I was in middle school. I didn't figure this out until like 2019.
They knew before you did.
They knew like 10 years in advance. I got the "we'll love you for whoever you are" talk 15 times, and I still get it. I get it all the time. Every time I go home, they're like, "You know, we love you," and I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, "Okay, we just want you to know that whoever you are, whoever
Just
you
want
want
you
to."
to know that even if there were some things different about you than other people, we would still love you anyway. We just want you to know that regardless of the circumstance, we're not referring to anything specific, but regardless of the circumstance, we will always love you.
Yeah, I've gotten that talk like 15 times, so that's still great.
Yeah, you know. I feel like being trans would be hard. So you have to go to everybody and be like, "Hey, I'm a girl now," and you have to expect them all to go, "I." And then
Yeah,
when some of them don't go, "I," that sucks for you.
yeah, it's weird. It's wonky. It's whack. It's alright. It's alright. I have a plan. I'm stuck up on telling one sister. So the other one's cool about it. The one that listens to the show.
That's fair.
What's up, sis? If you're
I
actually
feel like
listening to this episode, but
I feel like part of me might even like would prefer being a woman, but like not enough to, you get it.
Well, like the vagina fantasy type deal? Like you're just like,
Kind of, but like I feel like I probably would legitimately enjoy life more
well,
if I
no,
was a
like
woman, but
I
not
guarantee
enough.
you, every dude has that thought at least once in his life where it's like, for 24 hours, if you could be a girl, would you take it? And every
No,
dude would be like, oh,
I'd be
fucking
a girl. I'd
absolutely.
be a girl forever if I took it. If I got to be, the thing is, like, I don't think I'm just too lazy to like put in the work.
See, that's my thing. It's like everything I can do to appear more feminine is great. Literally, some old dude. I was about to say old fuck, but I'm not in an angry mood at this dude. This dude was actually super cool. But today at work, this dude is like, "Hey, young lady, how's it going?" And I immediately my voice went up 45 octaves. I was like, "Oh, nice. How are you?"
Wow, there you go.
I got
Like, just to be
look. If you're gonna
clear,
gender me correctly while I'm at work in a different headspace, I gotta switch it up real quick. All right,
I'm not trans, and I have no plans to transition. Just because
that
I'm
died with Pegasus.
so true. Uh, I'm comfortable being a man entirely. Like, I don't give a shit. But like at the same time, it's like I feel like being a girl would be cool
Well,
if I
yeah, every
could.
dude
Cause like
feels like that.
cause like taking drugs and shit and like taking all those steps and like I don't wanna I'm not invested enough in not being a man that I would go through that process. I'm fine being a man, but if I could like press a button that'd be like, okay, you're just a woman now, and that's the case forever.
See, that's kind of how I feel, except I'm taking it a little bit further, and I'm doing what I can without doing anything permanent. Just in case, just in case what I'm doing becomes illegal, and then I just go cut my hair, go throw some cargo shorts and a band T-shirt, and be like, "Hi, how
Alex
are you
is
guys
ready to
doing?"
blend in. She's ready.
Look, I can flip back at any time I want to, but at any time
You go
soon
back
is
and
it's
like
not gonna
change
happen.
history. You just like memory hole it. Like you go back and you re-edit all of these podcasts to refer to you
Well,
as
no, I'm not gonna. I'm not getting rid of the name. It's always gonna be Alex. Like it's always gonna be Alex. Whether it's the gender identity has nothing to do with the name change.
well, I meant switching the pronouns more so than the names. But
No,
yeah,
it was
that
a part of
too.
me. It was a part of me during this time. I'm not gonna change it because it's not like I went back to the beginning of Detour Ahead and edited all together to switch pronouns for the whole
Well, no, it's a
show.
joke because I was saying if being trans was illegal and then you were trying to blend in, you would go back and you would rechange history. It'd be an epic cover up.
No, that's where we just release an episode and say, you know what? You know what? I was wrong. I'm just gonna go back to factory settings. Straight white male, everybody. Straight white male. Sorry about that. Sorry about the confusion.
Sorry about that.
Factory
Sorry.
settings, buddy. Right off
Factory
the assembly line.
farm to table.
Farm to table.
You
I think that works for this analogy, but
know,
okay.
I make it work.
but um
My witty banter just makes it all flow together.
oh, 100%. I love how Gingy didn't chime in for any of this conversation. But anyway,
He said he'd stop. He's held it together so far.
it's all right. I will say this doesn't count as having Gingy on the podcast, so I'm not going to be able to update the our little document, our little I will say Penguin is in the lead for guest spots on this show with
That
five
makes sense.
appearances.
That tracks.
I believe because Jinchi hops in halfway through the episode. Since I'm counting those, Gingy is sitting close behind Penguin at 4. So might be a race to see who can appear on the show more often. Riely is
And
technically in the lead with most appearances on the
I was about
show.
to say you're at
Surprisingly enough,
44, and
my
I'm
co-host, the two people who run this podcast, do not have equal amounts of episodes.
oh, you missed one. You made the mistake. You made the critical error of forgetting about me, and we soldiered on. Me and my good friend Crow Royalty, who worked so hard and took your place on this show. We did an episode, and it was great. Probably the
It
best
was great.
episode
I
we've ever
listened to
done.
it. I listened to it when I was doing the YouTube edits.
You probably were very bored and had no idea what we were talking about the
It was
whole
still a
time.
good. It was still a good podcast, though. You held up the end of Detour ahead, so.
Okay.
But let's see. I believe episodes 1 through 5 should be out as of this recording. Episodes 6 through 10 on the Kolichu YouTube channel will be coming out
Well,
this week as of when this gets released. So
this should come out the same day as episode 8.
yes,
Yeah.
on the See You Next Wednesday podcast.
Shut up. Doesn't work anymore at that point.
Nah, it's too much to say.
See you next Thursday. You can kind of get away with, but it still doesn't hit the same. See you next Wednesday is nothing.
No, because nobody likes Wednesdays. It's the middle of the week.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so if you guys don't want to listen to it on Spotify anymore, because I'm sure that's where you're finding it, if you want to listen on YouTube instead, if you prefer YouTube, head over to the Kolichu YouTube channel. You can
we're doing semi-decently there too.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not doing too bad. I'm pretty
sure literally all of them have more views than they do on Spotify, so we're doing good. I would be scared to see those retainment numbers, but views wise, we're doing good.
First episode got 228. Second 5. The first episode with Demi got like 22. Then 9 for Robin, and 3 views for the music podcast, the music episode that we did, which was great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just refound the that song the other day. I was like, oh my god, I remember this. That was so long ago, but we're not here. This is not Nostalgia Cast. I'm not gonna pull Nostalgia Cast on you.
We can get a little Nostalgia Cast.
No, because nostalgia turns into congratulatory jerk-off sessions, and we're not doing that.
That's fair. We gotta avoid the self-congratulatory jerk-off sessions.
You have to give me more thumbnails, by the way.
I know.
Technically, you have 2 weeks before round 4 starts getting uploaded.
I'll do it. I'll make them.
So you're good at them. I was gonna help out, like, for self-congratulatory jerk-off session episode. I did give you a good idea.
You gave me one,
and
I was like, oh, this looks like shit.
Because I put it together as a concept. I'm not gonna go put effort into something they could get a no.
That's fair.
It's like concept art. It's like a blueprint. I gave you the blueprint, and I was like, hey, can you approve this? And you're like, well, I can make this blueprint better, because for some reason, when you gave me the blueprint for the building, you didn't put any lines on the fucking paper. You just said building with an arch. But I like the idea. I like where you were going.
Yeah, I get where you're going with this.
I
got you.
So more thumbnails. You stopped at 17, or you stopped at 18. I have 1 through 17, by the way, just in case you forgot.
Yeah, I remember.
So, but I will help with those. Wow. I might give you a icon change at some point.
Oh Lord.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Calm down. It's an icon change. It's fine. It's all right. I'll switch it here. whatever episode I changed from Kolochu to Alex, we'll switch the icon over. Is that
Oh,
fair?
you weren't gonna switch the icon. We had this conversation already. You said you weren't gonna do it.
I have my
Now,
own icon. Look, we'll talk about that. I'll have my people call your people. All right.
okay.
All
And
right.
now I
All
feel
right.
weird about it because you have this icon and I've already made these thumbnails. And I'm like, maybe I should remake the thumbnails, but I don't want to do that.
No, because then I
And now
gotta.
you've
No, I'll schedule it. Look, okay. It's it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
okay.
Um, we'll talk about it later. It's an idea. All right. It's an idea for when I stop going by Kolochu and I start going by Alex. I switch the icons over. It's fine. We have a few weeks to talk about this and discuss this before it
True.
happens.
So true.
So I was just, if you want to know, I was gonna use my character model head from the character I made in one of the Pokemon games from Scarlet Violet
Mm-hmm.
because it's basic white girl energy and it looks like me, so it's fine. It's
Yeah.
me as a 10-year-old girl. but um, but yeah, so it's fine. It's not like a super big change.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have anything else to bring to the table?
Maybe a little bit more, right? We only just hit an hour.
We're at 55, and that's
Oh, we
high.
didn't even hit an hour. Shit.
We're at 55 as of OBS recording, and I started it early.
Okay, so we do need more. Ah, shit.
That's why I'm
Um,
asking. I'm trying to lead into a new conversation.
okay, the way you phrased it made it sound like it's like the winding down. Like, do you have anything else before we get
No,
out of
we
here?
can keep going.
Shit. Uh, so how about that airline food, huh?
Dude, I haven't had airline food. I've never had, like, I don't understand. Like, I know they hand peanuts out and shit, but like I've never been on an airline that, first of all, I fucking hate planes. I hate planes.
Hate plane.
Hate planes. I will drive rather than fly.
And I love planes, but now I'm too fat for planes. I would have to buy 2 tickets. That's how it works when you're a fucking land whale like me.
A land whale.
Yep, that's me.
I mean, I'm sure you can find somewhere that's like cheap too, though.
True.
Cheap as in like a couple hundo.
Yeah, you know.
There's always the Greyhound bus option for wherever you want to go. It'll just take
Oh
way too
yeah,
fucking
that's
long.
true. Some of those Greyhound buses, you'd like, it would take days. You'd have to like book hotels or whatever, probably for some of those layovers.
Probably.
I don't think they just let you sleep in the bus station overnight.
Probably not. I don't think so. Have you ever taken a bus? Like public transportation?
Yeah,
How was it? What was your experience like?
it's fine. Are you talking Greyhound bus or just like a regular city bus? The answer is yes to both, but
Well, what was your experience like? Anything crazy?
no.
No dudes jerking off in the corner?
Not that I saw. No, would have been really funny, but unfortunately, I did not bear witness to any such shenanigans. I did have to spend like 7 hours at a Greyhound bus station once
Why?
because of fucking raging Gingy.
7 hours?
I don't think it was actually. It was close though. It was pretty long. It was because uh the way the trip was planned. This was an inevitability, unfortunately, but it still sucked. Was Gingy had to fly home really early in the morning, and my bus home was not until like noon. So I got dropped off at the bus station at like 6 a.m. to get on a bus at noon. And I just like napped and played my Nintendo Switch and sit, but it sucks to be there for that long.
That makes sense, yeah.
Did I have a Nintendo Switch? No, I didn't have my Nintendo Switch. I was watching Power Rangers on my phone. That was actually, I remember that was when I hit season 3. The time I actually the time I actually watched through Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from beginning to end all the way. I did that a couple years ago, and I started season 3 at the Greyhound bus station.
Wasn't that for Podfest, right?
Yeah, that convention was mostly uneventful. I can say that now, 3 years separated. The PodCon was kind of boring.
You got to go with like a good group of friends though. Not like that. You got to go with like a group, not just
The thing
you and
is,
Gingy.
it wasn't a convention really. I think that con kind of standed for conference. It was very businessy. There were a lot of like lectures and shit from like big big podcast, but not like comedy podcasts or like nerd podcasts mostly. It was all like those fucking like motivational podcasts or whatever, like big fancy radio dramas. Like it was all stuff out of our league. It was stuff that didn't really interest me. I guess I can't speak for Gingy. The most valuable part of PodCon was the time I got to spend with Gingy.
That is
And
fair, yeah.
yeah, like and the pre Podfest party that was held for the Buzzsprout people was fun when we went bowling and ate chicken tenders. And hanging out with Gingy at the conference and at the hotel was fun. We
I s-
met.
uh,
I did get degrees of separation from Andy Signor at that
who?
Podfest. That was a crazy crossover in my lore life. So just real quick, Andy Signor, famous guy. Not some people have heard of him, some people haven't. He was the guy. He was the main guy behind Screen Junkies. He invented Honest Trailers. And he was ousted from Screen Junkies for what I believe have mostly now proven to be false sexual harassment allegations. And Andy Signor has his own show now on his channel Popcorn Planet. He used to do Nerd War, or no. He used to do like movie fights on Screen Junkies, and now on his channel he does Nerd Wars, or at least that was the case for a while. I don't think he's done it in a long time. But one of the guys he got on Nerd Wars was, I don't remember what his name was. It was one of the guys from this podcast, but he had this guy on, and I was like, wait a minute. I've seen this guy. I've heard this guy. I know this guy. I don't remember if it's one of the ones that I met or not. Was it one of them we met or two? I think it was just one of them. But we met one of the members of the Four Nerds One podcast, which I don't think is a podcast that is real anymore. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But one of the people from that show was on fucking Andy Signor's stream, and I was like, holy shit. I'm 2 degrees of separation, baby. It's not too many
That's
jumps that need to
wild.
be made to get me to Andy Signor.
I mean, to be fair, I'm 2 degrees separated from Dick Masterson, though.
That's true. That's true.
Me to you and you to Dick Masterson because
You're
he
two
showed
degrees
up on your
separated from
podcast.
Asterios. You're 2 degrees separated from fucking, what's another celebrity that I've had a couple more celebrities. I don't know. I'd Florian Himsel, developer of Binding of Isaac. Well, you're 1 degree of separation from him. You were on the Pixels episode, right?
Was I? Was I?
I think so.
I can't remember if I was or not. That might have been one of the weeks where I wasn't.
I think you were there for Florian. I love Florian. He's cool. I wish he wasn't too good for me.
Anyway, so after my little NerdCon adventure, I still want to plan a vacation trip with you and other people out to this one convention at the end of May.
I mean, I'm still interested in it. I gotta start putting the money away and stuff. We'll see how
Oh
that
yeah, it's
goes.
a year out. It's May
Yeah.
24. Um, but like I would love to do something like that because it's been 5 years since we met each other. So like I want to do something. If not,
That's
just fly
true.
down to Florida and go get a fucking hotel room or something. But so there is a potential for a brand new guest after Con.
Ooh,
Potential. Gonna
yeah.
bring them on and talk about. We're gonna have Alex's Big Adventure Part 2 with special
Alex's
guest,
bigger
someone
adventure.
from the convention. So we'll see. That's solely dependent on if they actually feel like coming on the podcast or not, because I don't dictate that. So, but it's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun time. I'm gonna cosplay Shinobu. Rach might come down and visit for a bit. The special guest is not Rach, by the way.
We gotta have her on again. She was great.
We'll see. Maybe she'll sit in. I'd have to set up the mic a little better this time around and not do it mid podcast. But so
That's fair.
that's on me. That's my bad.
You would just have to like literally sit really close to each other on opposite ends of the mic.
Yeah. So maybe new guest from the Kolichu universe, the Koliverse. We shall see. I still gotta get Val on this podcast.
And then in Val, we gotta get. I'm trying to think of people from my cinematic universe we haven't had on yet. I know there's a couple. Andrew has not been on yet. Uh, there's probably more. Pro Royalty has never been on like a proper episode, which is something that will probably reverse at some point.
We gotta get Penguin back on here. I love Penguin.
The the one who's been on the most. Yeah, we really got to get her back on here. That's the most. Not I love Penguin too. Penguin come on whenever she wants, but like
Well, that's why she has the honorary role. She can hop in whenever she wants. So, man, I got so pissed. So, like, I DM'd this one person I found on Twitter. I was like, "Hey." So I sent him a message, and then like a week later, I'm like, "All right, you didn't get back to me. I want to see if you actually like read the message or not." It says I can't talk to them because I'm not verified on Twitter. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want you on my fucking podcast anymore.
wow.
If you're gonna be a bitch and not open your DMs to people, then go fuck off. Like, I don't care. Go fuck
Wait,
off.
who was it that you were trying to get on the
Don't
podcast?
worry about it. They're not important. I'm not gonna name drop them because they're irrelevant.
Wait, well, hold on.
No, they're irrelevant. Verified piece of shit. No.
Oh my god, you're one of those people. Fuck off.
Look, the verification status means nothing except the fact that, hey, I have money and I care about this.
Yeah, whatever. People choose to purchase X Blue because it provides benefits that are useful to them. And I think this fucking little petty culture around, oh, if I see a check mark, I'm gonna block ya, is fucking stupid and completely brain dead. And it pisses me the fuck off. I can't handle these fucking cringe Zoomer motherfuckers running around like, oh, you gave Elon Musk your $8. We can't even be seen interacting with you. Shut the fuck up, you fucking little pretentious pricks. Fucking just deal with it. It's a thing that exists on Twitter now. People are gonna buy it. It gives you utility. It gives you useful features. If people want to pay for it, who fucking cares? It's really stupid to target accounts that pay for XBlue with harassment and with blocking because of them choosing to use a paid service that will give them enhanced features. I think it's just silly. I think it's just silly.
It is silly.
And that's my 2 cents on the matter.
I will say we have a Pokemon Presents coming up as well. If you
Oh
want to talk about
shit.
that.
Well, I think I have another show where I have to talk about that.
Is that show still going, or like when was the last episode? I'm not trying to
Uh,
like grill you or anything. I don't.
It's been
That's
a
why I've
few
been avoiding
weeks.
Pokemon.
Technically, we have not yet reached the conclusion of what is meant to be its regular run because we have not finished those top tens. And there's gonna be a presents before we're done.
So that's another
I would
episode right
feel
there.
to cover it for the presents would
Okay.
be only necessary and fair. There are four. I have four planned episodes of Pokemon Variety Hour in the bank before it goes away, maybe forever. And that's there's the Unova and the Galar, not the Galar, the Unova and the Paldea top tens. Me and Crow Royalty are gonna do a Destiny Deoxys movie review at some point because I told them we would do that. And Pokemon Presents because that's coming soon. So why wouldn't we? And
Yeah.
that so those are the plans.
Okay. Look, we haven't talked about Pokemon in a while. So like
Pokemon.
Pokemans.
I mean, we'll talk. I'm talking a lot of mad shit. We're gonna talk about it on the show. Like, come on. I'm not gonna kid myself into thinking that we're gonna save it for Pokemon Variety Hour. We, I know what we're about.
Of course we're gonna talk about the presents, unless it's like absolute trash and they disrespect the community.
DLC is canceled. Here's Brilliant Black and Shining White.
No, I just found out about the presents today. So I was like, oh shit. Alright.
I think it just got announced today, as far as I know.
Did it just get in? I don't know. I don't go on Twitter that much. I want to go back on Twitter. And I want to be funny. I want to be a funny comedian on Twitter, but it's
You wanna
hard
be a
because
funny?
my
You wanna be a
brain don't
funny little
work.
Twitter?
I want to do a funny
You
little.
wanna be a funny little Twitter?
I want to do like funny shit on Twitter,
Twitterist?
but like I can't top. Like I can't top the only tweet that has ever gotten me like made me laugh. Like if it doesn't make me laugh, I'm not gonna tweet it because it's not funny.
Man, I
But
wish I was funny.
we run a whole comedy podcast that gets views.
Yeah, but like sometimes I'm not funny though. And maybe I'm right.
No, no, don't pull this shit with me. Don't pull this shit with me.
You know,
Don't pull this shit with me. I'll end. We're at an hour 13. Don't pull this shit with me. If you want to get a little sappy, we'll do it off air. We're not doing this on air again.
why not?
We're not gonna get no, because I'm not drunk enough to deal with this.
I just think that maybe most people wouldn't be sad if I were no longer a factor in this mortal coil.
Yeah, but then I have to go and redesign an entire logo for a podcast that I love. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd have to find another co-host,
Yeah, that'd be rough.
and I don't have an audio engineer to piggyback off of until I find said co-host, so I'm fucked.
Yeah, Detour Head would be the hit a real detour at
The
that
biggest
point.
detour of them all. A road closed sign.
Is that gonna be your sequel podcast when we break up? Is Road Closed?
No, I'm gonna go start my own media network, the Colocast Media Network.
Oh, so you're the Maddox. Okay.
It's Alex Maddox.
True.
Just wait. I'm writing a book. It's gonna come out eventually. I don't know.
It's so funny how
I'm gonna
long
keep it
that
secret.
lasted.
I'm gonna keep it secret. I don't need anybody knowing about what the book is.
Maddox took a long fucking time to write that book. It's what I forgot how quickly it starts in Biggest Problem. Like I knew because I've heard early Best Debate like a long time ago before. So I was like, I know this bleeds like pretty far into Best Debate too. So I thought it probably started like pretty late in Biggest Problem. But no, it was like somewhere in the early 50s. So
Yeah,
it was like well over a year that Dick and then Rucka were pestering him about his book, and he's not finishing it.
the Colocast Media Network on the See You Next Wednesday podcast.
See you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday. All right. We can.
Cleverly concealing the word Kunwa.
What? What?
Fuck you bitch.
Am I
You did
dumb
it.
or am
You
I just
ruined
not getting
it.
a reference that you're making?
The whole point. If you'll remember, the whole "See you next Tuesday" bit originated from a voicemail where they were like, "You've been missing an opportunity by not saying see you next Tuesday, cleverly concealing the word cunt." So I was referencing that and also referencing the fact that this is nothing by saying cleverly concealing the word cunwa.
Oh, okay, I get it. Look, it's late. All right, we can probably wrap things up.
Sure.
You want read your link tree?
linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. It's also on my Twitter and the pinned tweet at Riely Tweets, or on my X, the pinned X at Riely Tweets. I guess I should change it to Riely X's. Folks, that's it. What about you, Alex?
I have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna sound real dumb when this actually gets uploaded to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
For those of you who want to, I know I already plugged this, but for those of you who want to listen to Detour Ahead on YouTube, the episodes will be 5 episodes every week until we get caught up. Until I get caught up. So it's going to be about 11 weeks before this goes up. But
God,
5
that
new
sucks. If
episodes every
only
week,
earlier in the
Monday through
show you'd
Friday.
listen to me.
Yeah. I fucked up. I did the wrong. I did the bad. I realized the consequences of my actions. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
It's your cross to bear. You're bearing it. It's heavy upon you.
I'm bearing it by uploading it to my channel while also editing these all together. All right.
Whew.
So check me out on. I have a YouTube channel, Colo Chew. Y'all know this already. I'm not plugging this shit. Just Google Colo Chew. If you know me, I'm Alex. Go Google Colo Chew. I'm literally the first result. And I've done this on Google accounts that are not subscribed to Colo Chew, and it still comes up. So I know y'all can find it. COLOCHU.
Well then, folks, I thank you all for listening to this wonderful, wonderful episode of Detour Ahead podcast. Another classic banger for the ages, folks, and we'll see you next week for another rip-roaring, gut-splitting time. Yeah.
See you
Bye.
next Wednesday, everybody.
Oh my fucking god.
See you next Wednesday.